Hello fellow traders, how are you doing? I hope you had another great week with us, with plenty of huge gains and small losses. Gibson here from MrMTrades. Welcome to the next video. Today we are continuing our journey with strategies and breakouts. If it's your first time here, make sure to check out our other videos, especially the first part of the structure, breakouts and strategy video, where I'm explaining this trade in more details. For the rest of you, welcome back. Just as a quick reminder, we were looking at the Riot stock. So we started with daily time frame, establishing our lower lows and lower highs until we've reached our lower low structure, and here's where we're going to focus on now. Let's get on the lower time frame so we can have a closer look at what's going on with the price. The first thing we are seeing is this break of structure here, which is for us a first indication of the price shifting. So we can start looking for our entries around this area. Now, you might ask why I'm looking at this structure here to decide that is important when broken. For me, the structure started and then reached our fine lower low very impulsively. Of course, we can look at this whole structure here as a start of a quite impulsive move to the downside, but the latest strong push came from here exactly. So when this gets broken, I can assume that perhaps there isn't enough resistance for this overall structure to hold. Okay? So in fact, just this break can mean the start of a larger move to where we want to go, which is this larger lower high. We still don't know if the price will get there, but this is our bias for the time being, decided on from the higher time frame. Now, before breaking the structure into smaller chunks, we can see those price movements in all different markets, from stocks to futures and options, metals, all kind of commodities, forex and cryptocurrencies. All these markets try to be as efficient as they can, and when the larger institutions come into play, they need to make sure they always get the best price, either selling or buying. But sometimes even the larger players aren't able to move the price exactly as they want at a particular moment, so they need to revisit the same area to fulfill their orders as close to the best price as possible. Now, you may be wondering why I am telling you all that when we should be talking about entries in this video. Well, we are trying to establish and understand the basis of the price movements. Remember that price likes to move from inefficiency to inefficiency for the reasons I've just mentioned, namely the institutions, the funds, the banks, and really large investors want to get the best price there is. So that being said, we can argue that the price likes to visit back the places when it was least efficient. And how can we tell where those places are? We want to pay a close attention, especially to the impulsive moves, where the price moved out of range quickly, leaving places of inefficiency behind. So bear with me, we're getting to the core of our video. Try to backtest this by yourself as well. Look at any chart and find an impulsive move and its origin. So let's try it with our chart here. We are looking for an impulsive move that has broken some structure along the way. Let's look at this whole move right here. Now, this impulsive move came from this range, the last down move before the up move. And it broken few structures along the way. Let's draw our range here. Now, because the price reacted so strongly here, based on our previous observations, we know that the price likes to come back here to fulfill the rest of the orders and then move even higher. So the price came back to the same range and then took off once again. Now let's look at this move. Impulse, pullback, impulse, pullback, and so on. Where did this move come from? Again, last down move before the up move. So this would be that candle plus the wick here, and here's our range. And here we have another situation like that. Last down move before the up move. Let's draw our range here. Now, for our entry, remember in the previous video I mentioned that we have a symmetrical triangle forming here, so we want to break out of it. And now that we know where the price came back to the previous mitigation zone, we can go to the even lower time frame. So let's switch to 1 minute and let's analyze what happened before the price reached that point. Again, looking at the structure here, high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and our mitigation zone. And the price reacts perfectly with the 50% of that zone. Next, we have an impulsive move higher high, plus a break of this minor structure here, higher low. So what can we expect now? Of course, another higher high. So we can place our entry at the previous higher high, because we are expecting it to be broken. Or we are expecting a breakout. And then the stop loss can be placed just below the last low, and that's how we trade breakouts. In order to look for our exit or take profit point, we want to look at the higher time frame and look for the higher structure we were expecting to be reached, which is this high here. Okay, so that's one way for the entry. Another one would be to look for it on the higher time frame itself. Remember our symmetrical triangle here? Again, we are looking for a breakout out of this triangle range, so that would be here, placing our entry right here, with the stop loss just at the previous low and our exit again higher. This approach would give us lower risk to reward ratio, 1.7 instead of 7.2. So it is up to you how you would like to approach that trade. Of course, there are many other ideas and concepts here, but right now we are concentrating on the basics. Feel free to watch my other videos, especially the one titled Price Action in Stocks, Market Structure Explained, when I talk a little bit more about the structure and how we approach the markets. I hope that this example and the entries that we've discussed here brought you a step closer to your success in trading. In the next video, we'll discuss trade management and exits, so stay tuned. If you liked this video and got any value from it, please hit that like button. It's right there below the video. Write a comment and come visit us on Telegram, for which you'll find the link below. We have a great group of like-minded people there. We are discussing our strategies and our trades, supporting each other in the process. So come in and say hi. Have a great week, even better trades, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.